Welcome back to Lenz Comic Corner, Classic Last Known Classics. This is episode number 2257, double show number 2151. Actually, it's 2263, excuse me, and 2057. My apologies about that. Alright, I made sure while this is loading up, I figured I'd just do this one, and then I'll do Eden Zero. Alright. Now, these two things have in common. Both the guys who, one's artists who worked on these Wolverine issues we'll talk about, and of course a writer, founding fathers of Image. First that we have is Wolverine Epic Collection Volume 3, Blood and Claws. This collects Wolverine Volume 2, issues 31 to 44, Wolverine Bloodlust, and Wolverine Bloody Choices. Yep, we're in the Larry Hama stuff. I don't know if this was the start of this run, I don't know. We have him, Alan Davis, Paul Neary, Peter David, and Tom DeFalco on the writing. The artwork, Mark Svesty, one of the members of Image. Larry Strumman, Alan Davis, and John Bushma. The cover, so Mark Svesty is angry. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Alright. Sorry about that. Now, in these issues in particular, we have Wolverine still doing the patch thing. Yep. See, I think, let me check. I think this may have been the start of Larry Hama's run the book. Let me take a look about that. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, and also we're still in Manjapur on these issues. And in case you're curious, though, how much is Manjapur take up the Wolverine issues in particular? Like in the case of this book in particular, it is here up until issue 35. Yeah, it's only here for about a couple more issues, 35. And then it doesn't pop again for quite some time, not until issue 87. So not for quite a while here. So yeah, Wolverine's Manjapur. It's just basically a quick little two-parter with him dealing with whatever stuff with Tiger. And it lasts these two issues in particular. Yeah, then by 33, he finally leaves Manjapur. Yep. Yeah, by issue 33, he leaves Manjapur finally. After being there since, pretty much is like issue 1. Yeah, I was about to say Yakuza. 33, he's with Tiger. And they go to Japan. Yep, they go to Japan. Yeah, pretty much we're going like a globe-trotting thing of Manjapur, go to Japan. And then in the case of issue 34, they go to France. Yep. More fun stuff in France. It goes, and then we cut to the Wolverine Bloodlust one-shot. This is done by Alan Davis and Paul Narney. They're the ones who do this one. Yeah, this is the only one. Now, it's mostly just Wolverine in Canada with the Wendigos. That's mostly what this one-shot is. And in 35, we have also, this is the last time for a few years Wolverine goes Manjapur, where he faces up against Lady Deathstrike for the first time. Yep. And she's not the only one here. Oh no. So, you have Lady Deathstrike here. Of course, Tiger's here, obviously. Oh, in case you're curious, how long is Tiger here as a supporting character in this title? Quite a while. Yeah, she's basically here up until issue 35. Yeah, 35 is her last appearance in this title for a long time until issue 87. Yeah, basically with 35, she is out of the title. Yep. So yeah, basically 35 done. Yeah, Blood Claws is basically a title thing. It's basically a multi-parter, go from 36, 35. It's mostly her. It's mostly Wolverine in, like, you have stuff to do with the Spanish Civil War. I think it's a bit of a time travel story, but it's really fun. Mark especially does a great job with the artwork in here. Yep. And we see this little robot girl. And then we have Storm show up here. Yeah, here's Storm drawn by Mark Silvestri, which looks really good, by the way. Yeah, then we have Elsa D. I think this is her debut, along with Albert. This is issue 39. No, this is not the first appearance of Elsa D and Albert. Elsa D actually made her debut in issue 37. Yes, that was her debut along with Albert. Albert, if you don't know who this guy is, so you recently showed up Iron Man 2020 crossover. That book, you see what he is? He's a robot duplicate of Wolverine. Yep, and this basically is continuing the story arc here. Also, Elsa is a little girl who just happened to be a robot. And of course, Albert protects her. Well, Wolverine protects her, and then eventually it's found out, oh, she's got a bomb in her back. Yep. Oh yeah, and also it's revealed she can take off her head and whack somebody with it. Yes, she can actually do that. So, also historic Wolverine and Albert in here. And then 41 we have a guest appearance by Cable, a Rob Liefeld character, and Sabretooth. Yep. Now, if you're curious how this Mark Silvestri draw Cable and Sabretooth, like here's a close-up of how you draw Sabretooth, which looks really good. But how you draw the man called Cable, there's another one here for Sabretooth. Yeah, it's really good. And here's Cable for you. Yeah, I'm sure basically he probably had permission from Liefeld to use this character because he is a Rob Liefeld character. So, yeah, this is, Elsie takes off her head and whacks Nathan just so he can save Wolverine. And they do. Yep. And then, of course, they run into Nick Fury. Yeah, basically, it's Sabretooth. It's Wolverine's first encounter with Sabretooth in this book. Yeah, then we cut to 43, where basically, like, Wolverine leaves the comfort of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, Wolverine kind of going home-ish, not to Canada, but basically also New York. And then we have Blood Choices, which is Tom DeFalco story. It's mostly Wolverine thing on gangsters. But this book is really good. I get this book a 9.5 out of 10. It's just really good. Love it. Then when I get a chance to do Volume 2, I'll be out of the 80s, basically 1980s, that one. Next one we have is GunSlinger Spawn, Volume 2, collecting issues 7 through 12 of GunSlinger Spawn. Basically, in the way, the first, issue 7 through 9 is basically set up for the Scorn series. Because that's Scorn right there, because he runs into her and he basically, about the writing here is done by Tom McFarlane, art by Brett Booth. The cover is by Brett Booth, Kevin Kline, Toto Revolver, Puppeteer Lee, and Dan Hypocaris. Yeah, Ruby does this cover right here, but mostly put, that's what the first few issues are. Basically, apparently Gunslinger Spawn is not liking President very much, so he wants to go back his own time, so he wants to help to find Al Simmons. So then, of course, he runs into Scorn, which, of course, basically is a brief three-parter, and here's the thing, there's any romance between them? No, not really. Yeah, by issue 9, he finally runs into Spawn. Yep, by issue 9, he basically meets up with Spawn. And here's Scorn for you. Yes. And you might be curious, is she like a Spawn version of Angela? Kind of, yes. So, We see Spawn deal with like illusions of various people he met over the years. I thought issue 9, but I actually think it was issue 10 or 11, basically, where they lead into the Scorn series. So they great team with each other. And at the end of this issue, they also run into this golden guy who pops up in Scorn. Yep, so actually it was issue 10. So it was 10 issues in, and they basically set up the Scorn series, which is like a team book. And also more of Gunslinger stuff here. Scorn is here in the book too. GunSlinger Spawn doesn't do very much the last couple issues of this book, but it's still pretty good for what it is. Yeah, this book is still pretty fun. And no wonder why it's one of Image's top selling books right now. Because it's awesome. And he wants to go back his own time, but not just yet. My guess is the reason why Tom McCraw was to keep present day because money. This book brings money. It feels like it took a while for this book to come out, but I'm glad it came out. I'll give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Yep, so yeah. That's episode of you. Next up, Eden Zero. Okay, next video. Bye.